Well, hello everybody. It's Marty Smith here for FullTiltPokerReport.com. Six-seeded sit-and-go tournament here. I'm going to show you two hands where I've played Ace-10 quite a bit differently based on my profiling information of my opponents. We're in the 23rd hand here, and after about 8 or 10 hands, Tournament Indicator starts to put profile icons on your opponents. As you can see here, this one player still has a question mark because of the fact that he actually doesn't have any hand activity to get a solid read on. But given his VPIP and his pre-flop raise and his absolute zero aggression here, I'm just going to take him as a mouse, playing very tight and aggressive, as he really should be at this stage of the tournament. Okay, so this player limped in, and he's been playing a lot of hands, as you can see. Now, as you can see, the guy who limped in is a gambler. He's been in a lot of hands and raising a lot. And with my Ace-10, because he limped in, I had the intention of isolating him because he's just in too many hands, and that Ace-10 suited is way ahead of his range of play. However, this player here, who we have not exactly profiled because, well, he just hasn't been in enough hands, but if you look at his stats, VPIP and pre-flop raise, it doesn't take a lot of hand activity to know this guy's a mouse. He's playing very tight at the start. And the reason that he doesn't have a profile in Tournament Indicator is because he just has not been involved in hands. So there was no pertinent data in regards to his aggression or his when to showdown and when to showdown percentage. But be that as it may, 23 hands in, looks like he hasn't played anything except maybe when he was in the blinds. He has raised. My Ace-10 here, I don't feel good about anymore, and calling a raise here against this player means to me that that flop really has to help me. And you know what I say about flops, especially at this stage, they're not going to help you. Do not rely on the flop when you're calling this much. That's 200 chips, okay? I only have 1,720. I want to conserve these chips when my blinds are this low. Easy fold against that player. Plus, I have a short stack behind. Don't forget, he could go crazy. So can the gambler guy. He doesn't. Everyone folds. We don't know what he had, but I'm pretty darn sure he had me beat. We're going to slide ahead to a different hand here. As you can see, just took a few more hands and a bit of hand activity, and Tournament Indicator has put a rock by that player. Now, check this out. This player here puts in a min raise under the gun. Been raising before? Absolutely. 20% of the hands. So if you're raising 20% of the hands in a sit-and-go tournament in the early stages, you're playing a very wide range of hands. And given that this is a min raise, well, that looks kind of weak to me. If I was in late position, I would probably try and re-raise this guy, but since I'm in early position, I think I'm just going to call this, see if there's any action behind me, hope the flop hits me, and we might be able to take a pot away from this guy. Let's see what the tight player does here. The pot is 550. He probably should have called. I hit top pair here. Look at that. Insta bet of 100. I'm just going to call him. I'm totally ahead here. I'm going to value raise here. Who knows? He might have a low ace, or he might be on a draw, and he might just be completely stupid. All right, let's shove it in there. I got him beat. All right. Took that pot down. Let's see what he was playing. He was playing Ace-9. I wonder if that donkey actually thought his two pair of aces and nines were the winning hand. He could very well have. And again, look at his stats. 23%, 23% VPIP, 20% flop. Very aggressive. So, you know, he's betting with any ace. And we took a big pot on that. So there's Ace-10 in two different situations against two different players, played quite differently. I hope that really helps you get a handle on using that profiling system Whether you're using a poker calculator like Tournament Indicator is not really necessary because you can do your own profiling, but just a piece of software like this makes it much easier. Okay, guys, take care. It's Marty Smith, FullTiltPokerReport.com. Hope you are having a great summer at the tables here, guys. Take care. Ciao.